All right. Oh, it's too late. I have the strap on. Welcome back to Pump. If this is your first time with us, thanks for being here. The weather's too nice. Everyone's bailing out on us. It's too nice outside. But you're with us online. I see you there. Nice job being here. So a little bit about the class. So we'll always have a warm-up and a cool-down at the start and the end of class. The workout consists of 4 rounds that we'll do, and each round will consist of 2 movements that will superset 4 times, okay? Today we got a lot of core coming at you. It's going to be a great core. Yeah, great core workout. First movement that we got is Equalizer knee lift. So with these, supporting yourself on those equalizers, right? Bringing those knees up in front, really being intentional, slow, controlled, feel that squeeze at the top, hold it for a second or two, bring it back down, right? We don't want swinging, right? We want to stay controlled and stationary, just really work on bringing those knees up. If you want to level it up a little bit, when you bring those knees up, you can then straighten the legs, okay, and go into an L-sit. Really difficult, but that's always an option. You can level that up. If you're at home, what you can do is you can have, if you have 2 chairs or you have a couch or you have something you can put your hands on, feel free to sit and try to lift those legs up in front, working on that hip flexor and abdominal work, okay? Next one we have, this is where weight is optional if you want it, but it's those overhead RDL, so we're overhead pushing those hips back, dropping down into that RDL movement, okay? If you want, you can add some weight to up overhead. It's going to make it a lot more difficult for the scapula to hold that position. Next movement, we got tempo leg drop, so laying on your back, low back flat into the ground, feet are starting up, okay? And we're thinking about 3 seconds down, 1 and 2 and 3, 3 seconds up, 1 and 2 and 3. And really being intentional to stop before the tension comes up off the abs. What we tend to like to do is come up until we're just kind of resting there, sitting, but keep that angle down so you're keeping that work as constant. You can also switch to single leg if you need to slow down a little bit. Next movement, dead bug, laying on our backs, opposite arm, opposite leg, extending, right? And then next one we got plank jumping. So this one we're down in that plank position. And then from here, you're jumping your feet in towards your hands and then jumping your feet back out. Big thing, keep the weight on the hands. Really think of activating that core, crunching that core as you bring those legs in. Next one we got is going to be those shoulder swimmers. So bringing those back again, a little bit more of that mobility work with the shoulders that we did. So laying on our stomach on the ground, remember, thumbs are up, lifting as high as we can, internally rotating, keeping them as high as we can as we come behind the back, and then extend, and then externally rotate, bring them back up to the front. Next, and then for the final set, we either, well actually there's not very many of us, so you can either do partners or you can use the pole, the pole back there. So basically what you're doing is you're hooking it on, standing far away, keeping tension, and you're just resisting that tension and walking out as far as you can control it without that band twisting the body. So you're resisting that twist because the band's going to want to turn you this way, and you're not going to let it, okay? We'll do 30 seconds, and you'll swap around to the other side. 30 seconds, so you're going to get a lot of work there. And then at the end, we'll roll the dice, see if we're redoing a round, or if we're doing 2 minutes of straight controlled rolls, or if we're just going directly into the cool down. Any questions in here or online? If you're online, shoot me a message if you have a question. Let's get started. Starting with those jumping jacks. We're going to keep that pelvic floor up and in, keep that core strong, stay braced. Only at about 40% effort, not overly pushing it yet, just taking it slow. Starting to warm up. Air squats, setting those hips back and down, keep those knees in line with those toes. Weight even on the feet, grip those feet into the floor. Stop, stay braced internally. Glutes on, don't let those heels come up, don't let those toes come up. Marches, activating that core on that knee drive. Stay braced. Sometimes I find the warm-up the hardest part of the workout. I don't know why, but it just feels difficult. It shouldn't be, but it does. Lunges, alternating. Weight on that front leg. Activate that glute. Keep that glute on. Feet strong. Grip that floor. Knees in line. Stay strong through the torso. Strong through the core. You can add those twists towards that knee that's in front. Arm circles, full range of motion. Try to keep that chest squared. And reach. Start your watch. Go start your watch. And unmute. We're unmuted. That's a good reminder up there. Reverse, opposite direction. I think we went a little long on that. That's all right. We'll get a little extra shoulder warm up. Inchworms into those push-ups. Hands underneath the chest, not under the face. Elbows back at that 45. Hands shoulder width apart. Keep that chest up, head up. Neutral position. Good job. Keep that core strong. Keep that stability. Keep that control. Jumping jacks, round 2, picking it up to maybe 60, 70%. Starting to get that heart rate up a little bit. Keep that braced posture. Good job. Stay with it, stay with it. Air squats, hips back and down. Keep those knees in line, glutes on. Job. Don't bounce at the bottom. Keep that control. Feet strong into the floor. Keep that internal tension. Don't round out that low back. Marches, activating that core, driving through the knee. Isometric squeeze through that core the whole time, not just activating it on that drive. Active the whole time. Lunges, alternating, twisting towards that knee that's in front, keeping that front glute active, keeping that foot arch strong into the floor. Don't let that heel come up, don't let that toe come up. Let's go. Not about speed, about control, and that mobility here. Job. Feel that stretch through the thoracic cavity. Arm circles, full range of motion. Keep that chest squared. Stay braced. Really reach, reverse, opposite direction. Far forward, back, up and down. Inchworms into those push-ups. Stay braced, stay controlled and strong here. Tension through the chest on those push-ups. Find that stretch at the top, stretch through those hamstrings. Glutes, calves. Breathe. Keep that core strong. Don't let those hips drop. Take a break. 1 minute. And we're starting this abdominal workout. Equalizer. Is that weird? Equalizer knee lifts. You can try to move into that L-sit if you want. It's going to be really intense through those hip flexors if you do. Keep that in mind. Trying to really feel the squeeze coming from those abdominals as you lift those legs up. Superset it with that overhead RDL. Weighted or unweighted, completely up to you. Have about 15 seconds, get set up. Remember, when we're on those equalizers, don't let those shoulders come up to those ears, right? You press those scapula back and down, hold that strong position. The further away the equalizers, the more difficult it's gonna be. The closer together, the easier it's gonna be. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're supporting that weight. Get those knees up, hold them for a second before you bring them back down. Slow and controlled, try to keep that tempo. Abdominals engaged even when the legs are down. Don't let that core shut off. Keep it on. Drive those knees up. Nice. Shoulder blades strong, core strong. Squeeze that core at the top. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Overhead RDL. Weighted or unweighted, up to you. Hands are straight up overhead. Hinging back into that RDL. It's tough with the weight. And a long wingspan. It's even further out there. Keep those scapulas strong. Keep the glutes on. It's a tough. Push the hips back, drop that chest down. Keep those scapulas squeezed. Don't let that glute shut off. Back into those knee raises. Onto that equalizer. Get those knees up. Get that core active, active. Hit the hand, hit the hand, hit the hand. There it is. Love that. Get those knees up. Keep that core active. Keep that core strong. Nice job. Try to hold that top position. Nice. And now sit in there. Love it. Those are tough. Nice. Stay with it. Switch into those overhead RDLs. Don't round through the low back. Keep that low back pulled in so those glutes are active. Job. Neutral spine. Keep the scapula strong. Don't let those arms drop down. Just wherever you feel the stretch. That's great. Nice job. Get one more, get one more. Equalizers. Back into those knee lifts. Turn that core on before you grab on. Shoulder blades back and down. Nice job. Core engaged, abdominal engaged. We're lifted, we're strong. Hold that top position for a second or two on each rep. Nice job, nice job. Don't let those shoulders collapse down. Nice job. Squeeze that core. Switch overhead RDLs. Scapula back down and together. Keep them squeezed. Activate those glutes. Nice job. Don't round through the back. Keep that back flat. Hinge at that hip. With it. Stay with it. Equalizers. Last set. Let's go. Get that core on. As you get tired, don't let that core shut off. If you need to take a break, but don't be there with a weak core. Nice job, nice job. Squeeze those abdominals. Lift. Think of pulling in those abdominals as you're squeezing them to hold that position. Nice job. 3 seconds. Get the last one. Overhead RDLs. Last movement. Keep those scapulas strong. Stay overhead here. Tension through those glutes. The glutes are what's really helping hold that position. Don't let those arms collapse. Stay with it, stay with it. Scapula strong. That low back pulled in. Take a break. First round done. We got those tempo leg drops. and that dead bug coming. We're on our back the whole time here. You can, I always say try not to, unless it's like something maybe hurts, then you can have that there as far as if it's painful from the floor. All right, remember, biggest thing here, low back press flat into the ground. Don't bring the legs up too far to where you're resting at the top. You need to take a rest, let the legs lay on the ground. Go and take a rest break. All right, in 5 seconds, we're starting. 3, 2, 1, low back press up, legs up. 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. Keep it slow. Count 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Low back flat, core is isometrically active. Stop short of the top, don't come up to where you're resting. Let's go, you got it. Keep those abdominals active. You got 5 seconds left, stay with it. Switch, dead bugs. Arms are up, knees are up. Opposite arm and leg are extending down. If you want to make it more difficult, you can extend one, then extend the other, then bring the first one back. So you end up in full extension with both legs and both arms. Good job. Coordination challenges for us here. Good job, nice job. Switch, back into those leg drops. 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. Low back flat into the floor. Keep those abdominals on. Good job, stay with it. Keep those legs straight. Try not to let them bend. Core active, take that rest if you need a rest, but if you're in it, let's stay in it. Squeeze, 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 dead bugs. Arms up above, knees up ahead. Extend, extend, pull back in. Low back should be flat 100% of the time here. Core should still be squeezed, should still be active. Good job keeping that control. Get that full extension with that leg, with that arm. How close can you get that leg and arm to the ground without touching? Switch. Tempo drops. 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. Take a second if you need it, but if you're in it, let's go. Low back flat, core is active and squeezed. If at any point you feel like the low back's gonna come up off the floor, don't go down quite so far. Stop it wherever that point is that it wants to start to come off. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tension in the core. Dead bugs. We're up, low back still flat. Good job. Full extension through the arm, full extension through that leg. Remember, it's not about being quick. Be controlled. Opposite arm and opposite leg extend at the same time. Nice job. Try to keep that slow tempo. Switch. Last set, y'all. We got these tempo leg drops. Tape a couple seconds if you need them. But if you're ready, let's go. Low back flat, core active and strong. And squeeze, don't just hold it, squeeze it, pull it in. Let's go, 10 seconds. And we're into dead bugs. Stay with it, get one more. One last one here. Dead bugs. We're extended. Alternating reach. Your right arm is extending, your left leg is extending. Good job. Get as flat, as far down extended as you can. Low back is flat into the floor, core is active. You got it. 5 seconds. Stay with it. Take a break. Woo! Nice work, yos. That was a toughie. All right, we got those plank jump-ins with those shoulder swimmers. So just one core movement here, and then one shoulder mobility. Versus back-to-back core. That's the next round. Nice job, y'all. Ab days are brutal. They're so hard. But they're important. Yeah. Doing abs yesterday and then abs today is a choice. All right, in 5 seconds. Remember, weight is more on the hands than the feet here. Be soft in those knees, soft on those feet. Use those abdominals to control that jump in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep that core strong. Weight stays more on the hands than on the feet. Good job. Upper body's maintaining most of that body weight. Feet are just kissing the floor for a second, and then they're back. Nice, squeeze those abdominals on that jump in. Don't let the hips collapse, keep that core strong. Shoulder swimmers, we're down, face down on the ground. Hands straight out in front, thumbs are up, lift arms up, squeeze through the scapula, internally rotate those hands before you move back, bend them behind the back, then unbend, rotate, externally rotate, and then bring them back to the front. So you're rotating the hands at the top and at the bottom. Trying to get as far a range of motion. Switch! Back into those plank jump-ins. Weights on those hands, activate that core. Feet just jump up, just kiss the ground real quick, and then back down. Good job. Don't let those abdominals shut off. Stay with it, stay with it. Shoulder swimmers. We're looking for as far as that range of motion will let us come up all the way through. So lift those arms as far as you can. Good job, good job. From here, you're gonna then go up and back. Yep. And then from there, rotate it back. There you go, then forward. There it is. Nice, switch. Plank jump-ins. If you need a second, take that rest, take a minute. If you're feeling good though, let's go. Keep that core strong, keep that core on. My peeps at home, I know you're still with us. I see you on there, let's go. Shoulder swimmers. Face down, thumbs starting up. Internally rotate those arms. Lift, 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 lift. After the unbend, externally rotate, lift all the way back up. How high can you keep those arms? How much can you squeeze through those shoulder blades all the way through? Tension through the abdominals. Keep that core strong. Plank jump-ins, last set. Take that second, take those couple seconds if you need a little rest, a little recovery. And once you're ready, let's get back into it. Remember, don't let that core leave. Keep that core active. That's what we're working here. Soft knees, soft knees. Weights on the hands. Switch, shoulder swimmers, last movement. We get a little break. Full range of motion here. How high can you get those arms and keep them all the way through that movement? Keep that core active still. We're braced. Good job. Try to keep them up as long as you can. If you need to take a break, take a break. Take a break. Nice work, everybody. Final round, either partner work or you can hook that band to the thing in the back of the room. The railing. Pole, railing, whichever you want. If you're at home and you have a band, you can hook it to a doorknob, something that's not going to come off of it. You don't want to get hit by it. All right, we got 20 seconds to get ready for this. So you're extending both hands out in front. Still keep those shoulder blades backing down. And then you're just gonna walk out as far as you can and control that. If you want, you can make it static and walk in and out if you want to change how much intensity you have. But we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Walk out as far as you can keep that control. Don't let that torso twist. How far out can you get extended and keep that position? Slight bend in the knees, athletic stance, arms extended out in front of you. Keep that abdominal tight, keep that control. We got some isometric holds happening here. Switch, release, twist around to the opposite side. Make your way back out. Notice where you are on the ground so you get the same amount of work on each side. Don't go further out or less further out one side versus the other. Good job. Extend those arms. Arms are out in front of us, not close to the belly. If you need to take that rest, take a rest. Switch, release, back over to that opposite side. This one's gonna be tough. You're resisting that twist the whole time. Stay braced, shoulder blades backing down. Lock in, athletic stance, soft knees. Don't let that core go. Release and switch, opposite side. Pay attention to how far out you got. Make sure you're just as far. Huh? Oh, yeah. The arms extended make it a little bit more difficult because it's further away from the center rotation. Nice job. Stay with it. Breathe, breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Switch. Release to that opposite side halfway through. You got this. Take that rest as you need it. Resist that rotation. Keep that core on. Keep it pulled in. Keep it strong. Good job. Stay there. Stay there. Soft knees. Soft knees. Switch. Release. Switch over to that opposite side. Find that spot you want to be, lock in, sink into that hold. Fun fact, if you have a red band, it's a lot higher intensity band than the purple ones. Luck of the draw. Switch. Last set, let's go. How far can you get and hold that good form? Stay locked in. Keep up those abdominals. Belly button to spine. Suck that core in. Hold it strong. Let's go, let's go. You got this. Release and switch. Last set. Let's go. Get to that same spot you were for that last one. We got 20 seconds left. Let's go, let's go. Stay with it. Keep those hips square. Don't rotate the hips. The core is holding it. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Take a break. Nice work, y'all. And for this dice roll, what do we got? We got a 2. We're redoing a round. I should never roll. It's always a low number. And which round are we redoing? Round 4. Oh, no. All right, we'll give you 1 minute rest here. We're back in those anti-rotationals. Or 4 sets, 1 round. Spicy. Huh? What? My dice roll? No. I got some loaded die. Yeah. All right, 10 seconds. And we're back into it. Keep that strong brace positioning in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Find that positioning out. Where are you at? Try to stay as consistent as you can from one side to the other. After 1 set's done, you can change it up. Shoulder blades backing down. Keep that back strong as well. Hips are squared with the feet. Shoulders squared with the hips. Slight bend in those knees. Switch, release, opposite side. Keep that core active, keep it strong here. Keep that control. Keep that isometric tension. Don't let there be that weakness in the body. If you need to take a break, take a break. But if you're in that workout, keep it rock solid. Release and switch, opposite side. Good job. Keep that internal flex at 100%. Keep it strong. Release and switch, opposite side. Let's go. Athletic stance, soft knees. Keep those abdominals strong. Stay with it, stay with it. Release and switch, halfway through. Let's go. That was our second set. I'm not lying, I promise. Yeah. It's a never-ending set. It just keeps going and going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. Stay with it, stay locked in. Release and switch over that opposite side. Such a fun upbeat song for something so great, you know? Yeah, I know. Keep those abdominals. Release and switch, last set. Let's go, you got this. If you need that rest, take that rest. But if you're good, let's go. Soft knees, core strong, body strong, arms extended. Release and switch, last set. Let's go, this is the final one of the day for sure. No more rounds after this. Keep those glutes on too, right? Everything's engaged. Five seconds, stay with it. Take a break. 9, Shalom is done. Yeah. My pizza home. Nice work today. You slayed. I see you on the killing it, my pizza in class. Way to kill a really tough core workout. Nice work, double core day. Starting to work on slowing that breathing down in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you notice any black streaks on the floor, we'll help out facilities, wipe those up, clean those up. Nice work today, all. Having a core focused day is not an easy day. Just shut the door on you. Sorry. Whenever you're ready, you can start with those deeper breaths. Inhaling in through the nose on the way up, exhaling out through the mouth on the way down. Find you're pretty tight through that posterior chain. You can really work on stretching through those hamstrings, those calves, those glutes. On that exhale. Peace out, Shalom. Have a nice night. Whenever you're ready, go and release. Pull that first arm, that right arm across. That first stretch, shoulder stretch. Keep that shoulder blades back and down, so you're stretching the back side of that shoulder. For all these stretches, want to keep that slight brace posture, about 2 out of 10 intensity. Keep those breaths, inhaling in through the nose, out through the mouth, stretching a little further on each exhale here. When you're ready, go and release, switch over to that opposite side. Doing these stretches, pay attention to that body. What can you feel, notice, and become aware of? Is one side tighter than the other? Is one side more restricted? Does one side have pain that the other doesn't? When you're ready, go and release. Bring those hands behind the back, interlock those fingers, pull those shoulder blades back and down, chest up, and go and roll that head and neck. Find any spots that feel overly tight that you want to spend some extra time on, feel free to just stay there and breathe through it. This stretch, we don't need to be really extreme. Just find that slight level of tension and breathe through that stretch. Keeping those hands clasped, those shoulder blades back and down, go ahead and widen out that stance. We're going to push those hips back and drop that chest down towards the floor. And then lift those arms up, extend it as far as you're able, finding that stretch through the shoulders. Keeping that back flat as much as possible. And as you're ready, go ahead and release, round that low back towards the floor, keeping that shoulder stretch. Now just taking as far down as you're able to. Go and release the hands, let the arms fall down to the floor. Here you can grab elbows if you would like. Have a little side to side, or if you prefer, you can have the hands on the ground, whatever feels most comfortable. And then go ahead and drop down onto the hands and walk out into a plank until you're laying flat on your stomach on the floor. And take it all the way down onto the ground. From here, go and bring the elbows up under the shoulders so you're sitting tall into that Sphinx pose. So keep those glutes relaxed, keep that low back relaxed. You can kind of give the lower body a little wiggle, make sure it's shut off, it's not active. And then sit up as tall as you can, breathe through that stretch. If you want a little additional, you can press more up into a cobra if you want, but don't have to. And then go ahead and release down to the floor. And go and find your own tempo for some press-ups here. Release back down to the floor. Inhaling through that top position. Finding that stretch into those abdominals. From here, dropping all the way down to the floor again. Extending right arm out at 90 degrees. Keep that shoulder blade back and down, lifting that left ankle, rolling it up and over the top to the opposite side of the body. Remember, keep that shoulder blade pulled back and down, feeling that stretch through the shoulder, through the chest. You can bring that leg back as far or as high as feels comfortable, feeling that stretch through the abdominals. Remember to breathe. Yeah, it depends on how tight you are. Quad, maybe shoulder. When you're ready, go ahead and release it back to center. Opposite side, extend that opposite arm. Rolling that opposite leg up and over the top. And breathe through that stretch. Go ahead and release back to center. Press up onto your knees. So you're on your hands and knees. And we're going to extend those arms out in front for that puppy pose. Hips staying above the knees. Arms dropping down into the floor. With that low back, let those shoulders release. And then from here, you can think of sitting the hips back just a little bit so you get a little bit of pull through those arms. Let that back relax, shoulder blades relax. Let that chest drop down towards the floor. When you're ready, go ahead and walk those hands in underneath the shoulders. We're going to inhale that right arm up and open. And on that exhale, we're going to drive the arm underneath and through, dropping down into that shoulder stretch. That slight tension, keep those breaths. As much as you're able to, try to keep that palm down in that stretch. When you're ready, go and release. Inhale out, twist open again, and then close back to center. Then opening with that opposite side, driving that arm through and underneath. Stretching through that torso and that shoulder on that opposite side. open, release back to center, and then go and come back to standing. If you want to stay and continue to stretch, feel free, but we're running out of time. So we'll finish with those last few breaths, inhaling into the nose on the way up, down into that belly, out to the mouth on the way down. These last final stretches is a thank you to yourself showing up today, giving the body a little bit of love, a little bit of movement, a little bit of care. And nice job today, everybody. Great work. If you're with us online, thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you just want to be updated when class goes live so you don't have to spend time searching for it. For everybody, don't forget homework, good solid dinner, drink lots of water, choose your own sleep goal. You know how much sleep you need to get. And let's be consistent with it. Have a nice night. We'll see you Tuesday.